you had a nice lead over Texas, and then the third quarter, you did some things that kind of looked like maybe some of the past teams would, and then fourth quarter, unlike past teams, you just turned it on and showed poise and made shots. Can you talk about that?
Well, I think the biggest thing, they're really hard to score against with their pressure and fourth quarter we kind of saved some stuff. Offensively, we didn't score it very well in the third quarter, but we were able to spread them out more in the fourth quarter and got KB going downhill and making some plays, Chandler Prater, and then went to a set that was new that we had some success with.
Does this feel like a kind of a surge from you guys? I mean, 2-1, obviously a great start and one of your better starts in the league, but does it feel like that's where you're at, kind of riding this wave, or is it not there yet?
I mean, we have a better team. We have a better team. There's no question we have a better team. Those inside the program have felt like our team was better since the summer. We had a good non-conference. I think, we just have to play one game at a time. We all agreed before we started league play, whenever we were going to start, that we were going to take it one game at a time and one preparation at a time. And we're happy with the results of the last two games, but you got to move on and play the next game. And I think that's an important concept.
How big has Holly been to this team, and what you guys are different and better and all those things?
Holly had an interesting non-conference because we had to manage her minutes. She was struggling with an injury in which she could play, but was not going to get her typical 30 plus minutes. We kept her around 20. So I think as we transition here into Big 12 playing, her minutes increase, that's going to be important. But Holly's a complete player. She can score it at all three levels. She can defend, but yet we don't always have to use her on the opponent's best guard, and that's new for us. So that frees her up a little bit and, maybe keeps her out of foul trouble as well.
Minute restriction for her. I'm sure she wants to play 40, doesn't
she? She does. Yeah. She does, but I think, excuse me, it really gave others, an opportunity to compete and to get some minutes. And I think that's helped with the development of our bench. I thought, our win at TCU was a result of bench play. I thought our bench really played well.
Win really stepped up against really good competition. It gets better. Just talking about the development.
Well, she learned a lot in Tennessee at the Tennessee game. She only played 13 minutes. She had 2 fouls before we ever had an offensive possession. And those are real bigs. I think Tennessee's 5 in the country now. And we just met with her after that game and talked about how important she was to our team. And she just felt like she let her teammates down, not being able to play more minutes. And she's played much better position defense, a lot more discipline, has played over 30 minutes in a few games now. And we told her that, the bigs in our league and the bigs at Tennessee have been playing against bigs at South Carolina and LSU and K-State and Baylor and Texas. And she's been playing against bigs at Kilgore and South Plains College. And so she hadn't had that kind of competition or experience. So just to use every opportunity to compete against those caliber players as a chance to improve and gain confidence, because she belongs.
For these past couple Big 12 road wins, is there an area that you've seen probably the most improvement, whether it's up on the offense there, in the middle?
Well, I think in league play, the Oklahoma game, we did not play to the scouting report, and we weren't assignment correct a large percentage of the game, and it burned us. I thought we showed improvement in that area at TCU. And then I was really proud of our focus and our attention to detail in terms of playing to the scout against Texas.
Then what have you seen? I know it's still a couple of days. What have you seen from Baylor so far in particular?
Well, I mean, everybody's taking shots at them right now because they've lost a couple of games, but let's keep in mind they still have the most talent. They have the reigning National Player of the Year. They had a guard transfer. Oklahoma State's best guard transferred there in the offseason. They're extremely talented, and they're a team that you have to keep out of transition, and you got to keep them off the offensive glass. And I think the third key would be keeping them off the free throw line. But they've got the best player in the country from a year ago.
You mentioned yesterday your overtime mentality with this team, looking forward to that. Is that the same thing about Baylor? I mean, like, are they glad it's Baylor next? Because this is.
I mean, we don't really talk like that in terms of, or who we play next. It's just, we understand that we have to approach every game with the same kind of mental preparation, same kind of respect, humility, maturity. I think our team believes that they can compete with anybody in this league, but yet we still have to have the maturity and the humility to understand how important preparation is.
Your message to fans a couple of weeks ago was come out, give the team a chance, see how they do. Now that new year, big win over Texas, students come back next week. Same message, or is there anything to add?
We could use their help. I mean, I think that they'll enjoy watching this team play. Our players ask all the time, Coach, what do we have to do to increase attendance? And I really believe it's their responsibility, one, win games, and then two, be the right kind of person out in the community, be easy to support. And that's their responsibility. It's other people's responsibility and job to market, promote, sell tickets. But home court advantage means a lot. And winning games at home, if you're trying to be part of the conversation of a league race, there's a reason our men do so well. And they have tremendous players, obviously a Hall of Fame coach. But I think Coach Self would tell you that the fan support and the home court advantage and environment that's created in Allen Fieldhouse every time they play is second to none. And, anything we can do to build on any advantage that we might gain would be greatly appreciated.
For past years, I don't know if your guys really thought they had a chance against Baylor. Is that part of the step of moving forward? Is now I'm sure they feel like they can and will be better.
I think anytime you're competing against an historically dominant program, you got to get over what's across the front of the jersey, and just go play it like any other game. Try to be assignment correct. Try to play to the scouting report, but also understand that you're playing at this level for a reason too, and be aggressive.